I know what it's like to come into a nation like this, and because of the rent prices and just the cost of living, you're no longer entrepreneurial. You just want to have a job and get by. And now the folders of dreams that God gave you, they are getting dusty. I reject it for you. It takes bravery, I know. It takes audacity, I know. Sometimes it will take a total overhaul of your entire process to reinvent yourself. You know, a bricklayer can set his goal for 2026 and say, I will lay more blocks in 2026. But he can also say, you know what? I'm going to go to school and get a degree in architecture. It's free to dream. It's free. It's free. Bite the bullet. Is that the expression? Jump in. Just do it. Do it. Reinvent yourself. Re-engineer everything. Decide in the next 7 months I won't be the same person. Ask everyone who has known me since I clocked 18. What am I saying? 17. Since I clocked 17, maybe younger. I have set my gaze at what I was convinced was my destiny, and I never looked back. There has not been a year since then till now that I read less than 10 books. And I'm being modest. There are months I read more than 10 books. 1 month. I know life is full of surprises, ups and downs, but I've discovered something. With tenacity, when you just stay on it, life will yield something to you. I've discovered. Eventually, it won't always go as you planned. But eventually, even if you were aiming for the stars, you will at least fall amongst the sky. Something happened that changed my life. We're going to have our first ever program. God had spoken to me. I knew what the theme was going to be. I knew what I needed to preach. We didn't have a venue. I knew someone who had a venue. But I was shy to ask. And I spoke to a senior colleague. Thank God for that conversation. I'll never forget it. And he asked me a question that has never left me. He said, what is the worst that will happen? It hit me like a brick. I said, it's true. The worst is no. No doesn't kill. And if it will make me feel better, I will stand before the mirror and say no to myself 200 times just so that I will feel comfortable with it. Why are you so scared? It doesn't kill. At least try. At least ask. And guess what? I asked and they said yes. Now, if I didn't take that first step, maybe it would have spiraled into me not having the nerve to start this ministry. These things have grave consequences in your future. Are you getting what I'm saying? And that's why I live radically the way I do. It's important for my mind. I must keep the mentality of possibilities. If I have songs, I will release an album. If I have an idea, I will do a movie. See, nobody's going to put me in a box. Nobody. 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 And audacity is powerful. You can slice my life into 7, and each piece will still be powerful. Because if all I was a YouTuber, I'm not doing bad. If all I was a musician, I'm not doing that bad. Are you listening to me? Nobody's stopping you. You just need to want it badly enough. To be sure you're following, what's number 1? What's number 2? I'm laughing because I couldn't finish in first service, so I said, I'll be faster in second service. I'm even slower. I'm like, number 2, what? Anyway, have you been blessed already? Number 3 is common sense. Common sense. In 1 Kings chapter 19, Elijah solved his burnout problem with a good sleep and food. Just common sense. It's a soft skill. Knowing how to declutter, take away stress, is a soft skill. Are you listening to me? You see, there is a kind of nonchalance that greatness requires. It's not contradictory to the fact I told you to be brave and do all those things. But just understanding that no amount of anxiety can change the outcomes. So why will I work? See, let me tell you something. The mistakes I've made. I can't change it. So it's just common sense. Self-care. Sleep. Eat well. Rest well. Relax. I preached a sermon in the UK. I think you should go and look for it. You see, the principle of the Sabbath is a very powerful principle. And it takes trust in God to say, you know what? I will work 6 days out of 7. I will rest on the 7th day. And I trust the faithfulness of God that if manna is falling every day, on the 6th day, manna for 2 days will fall. That is what was happening. And so God is instilling a mentality in his people that rest will not kill you. It cannot be the few hours I rest that will make me broke. It's not possible. This is the balance I'm talking about. You see, I talked about bravery, yes, but see, rest. It's a spiritual principle. And understand this. It's going to make you more productive. It's not going to reduce your productivity. Sometimes you need a clear mind to get a fresh vision, to refire. I know in church you've learned to have retreats and all those things, but sometimes shut everything down, spend time with your family, rest. It doesn't matter if you're a man of God. I know many men of God that their children does not like them. I made a vow. I love you all. Oh. I will not sacrifice my children for this ministry. I will not. If you have discernment, you know I'm not joking. I will shut down anything. Yeah? And the paradox is, when you put those structures in your life, there will be balance in your life. You do everything well. Eat well. Some of you, the way you eat, you are not planning long life. You are not planning to live long. It's not prophecy of doom. So put that structure in your life. Listen to me. If you want your knees to carry you when you are 70, go to the gym and start squatting. Are you listening to me? Don't just wish for it. Don't just pray about it. Train for it. It's common sense. Put those structures in your life. Discipline. Discipline yourself.